Welcome back, everybody. My name is Alan. This is My Life in Taiwan, and you are watching my first episode of Made in Taiwan Tuesdays. Yes, welcome back to the channel, everybody. And as always, like I've promised, my plan with this channel is to keep it varied, keep it interesting and fun for the viewers, and attempt to bring you as many sides to my life here in Taiwan as I can and share it with the world. With that being said, my plan with this new Made in Taiwan Tuesday series is to bring you some of the best, most interesting, amazing products that have that Made in Taiwan label stamped upon them. And that's because I believe that Taiwan has one of the strongest, most amazing manufacturing industries and competes with the best in the world. So I'm going to use this channel to give you the rundown on different Made in Taiwan products each week. But first, before we get to today's product, let me give you a little bit of history on that Made in Taiwan phrase and what it means to me. Because back in the 1980s, a lot of products that were given to me as a kid, small, cheap plastic toys, would have Made in Taiwan stamped on the bottom of them. And it was not always a very positive connotation. In fact, it was often associated with cheap, nasty plastic products. But that couldn't be any further from the truth nowadays, because that phrase Made in Taiwan has now become synonymous with cutting-edge, industry-leading technological products. So when Jesse from the marketing department at ADATA, when he recently reached out to me, sent me an email asking me if I'd like to feature some of their products in my videos, I jumped at the chance of being offered a box of goodies from his company, which is sitting right next to me. Now, I must stress that I have not been paid anything for this video, and I'm not obliged to speak positively. So, an honest, unbiased review of what's inside the box. Let's get inside, find out what they've sent me. First, let's take a look at what's been sent. First of all, this ADATA D8000L power bank. Now, as a YouTuber, this is definitely something that I need a lot of, and that's power. Power is king. Run out of power, you're out of the game. And this one is 8,000 milliamps. That's 3 full charges for an iPhone, and probably enough juice in there to power an iPad or recharge an iPad. And the best thing about this one, it comes with a lighting panel, not sure if you can see that in the bright day, and it's waterproof, dustproof, IP54 waterproof. I'll come to that later, exactly what that means. Definitely something I'll be using going forward. Let's take a look at what's next. Now, I want to come to this big one. What is that? Okay, so after a little bit of research, I've discovered that this is a DRAM module, DRAM module, and it's pretty important when it comes to gaming. And ADATA,
you say either and I say either.
They've got their whole other branch of their company called XPG, and that's their gaming arm. And XPG, ADATA,
Let's call a holding off.
They are the second biggest producer in the world of these modules. I'm not too sure on how to test it and review it, but I do plan on making a video in the future about gaming in Taiwan. So probably I'll come to more details on this one in another video. Still, pretty impressive. Okay, so light is fading and I just heard the biggest thunder rumble, so I think a storm is on the way. Let's get through the last couple of things as quickly as possible. And the next thing that was sent to me by Jesse was this wireless charging pad, and this thing is very well made, beautifully sleek and chrome detailing around the edge. Put this on your table and can just charge your phone, right? Well, unfortunately not for me, as I'm still using a pretty smashed up old iPhone 7 Plus that doesn't have wireless charging. But it's a beauty, very well made. Hopefully, when I upgrade to the iPhone 8 or iPhone 10, I can put it to use. Now, on to the next and final item from my box. This. The ADATA HD710 Pro external hard drive. And this one comes in at a whopping 2 terabytes. I think that's enough to put all of the information from my MacBook onto it 6 or 7 times. Huge. I remember when my dad first brought home the first home computer, must be 25 years ago. Yeah, 25 years ago. And I'm sure it didn't even have a 1 gigabyte hard disk drive. This one, 2 terabytes, is absolutely huge. And the benefits of this one are it is shockproof, dustproof, and waterproof to an IP68 level. Now, what does that IP rating mean? Well, there are 2 numbers. 68.6 is the highest possible rating you can get for resistance to the influx of dust and solids. So pretty much no dust is getting into this one. And the 8, well, the highest rating you can score there is a 9. And a 9 means that it's resistant to being jet washed with steam. So unless you're the kind of person who likes to jet wash your hard drive with steam, this one is going to be pretty impenetrable to water. Anyway, with all of those features listed, and considering how important a hard drive is to a YouTuber when editing large-size files and filming in challenging, difficult environments, I've decided that this made in Taiwan product is gonna be the one that I feature in this video, and I'm gonna put it to the test in some rather challenging environments. So let's get out of here. Let's go put this HD710 Pro hard disk drive to the test. Let's go. Okay, so let me start by telling you exactly how I plan to test this HD710 Pro. And I started by uploading all of my pre-existing YouTube videos, all 78 of them, onto this hard disk drive. So now, all of my hard work, everything I've done on my YouTube channel, is stored inside this hard drive. And after we put it through each different test that a clumsy YouTuber such as myself might encounter, we'll come back to the computer and we'll check to see if the video's open and see if the hard drive has survived. So, for example, a typical situation we as YouTubers all face, taking your hard drive down to the park, sitting, enjoying the view while drinking a bubble milk tea. When all of a sudden your big clumsy oafish hand hits your bubble milk tea and knocks it, spilling it all over your new hard drive containing that precious information. Surely everything has been lost, but well, look at that. Everything has survived. The hard disk drive has passed this test. On to the next one. That brings us here, feeding the fish as all of us YouTubers love to do. When, as you take your hard drive out of your bag, it slips into the pond, you immediately pull it out, almost certain that all your data has gone, give it a quick wipe down on your shorts, plug it back into the computer, and data still there. So, on to the final situation to truly test that shockproofing provided not only by this tough silicon outer shell, but also a shock-absorbing buffer and a final third tough plastic shell closest to the drive that holds everything firmly in place. Not to mention shock-absorbing technology that actually senses when the drive has been dropped and shuts off all drive activity in order to protect the data. So yes, we've recreated a scene that all YouTubers will face, driving along on your trusty Sharklop scooter, taking your hard drive along for the ride, when, as you round a corner, it slips off, crashing to the road below. And you go back to pick it up, and clumsy being that you are, you hit it with your scooter and drive right over it. Fearing the worst, you hook it up to your computer, open the folder, open the file, play the video, and it still plays. So there you have it. That's my first episode of Made in Taiwan Tuesdays, and I have to say that this HD710 Pro from ADATA absolutely gets my seal of approval and a big thumbs up. And that's not just because it does what they advertise, but it does a lot more. Nowhere in their advertising do ADATA say that you can run this over with a scooter or throw it into a fishing pond. But it definitely survived, and I'm very happy to say this one is made in Taiwan. Before I go, I just want to ask you, my awesome team VVVIP, are there any other made in Taiwan products that you would like to see me review? It doesn't have to be technology, it can be anything. Or if you have a company or work for a company that would like me to review their products, then get in touch using the contact details in the description. I'm looking for as many made in Taiwan products to share with the world as is possible. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, please leave your comments on this video and this series in the comment section below. I'm happy to hear what you think. Give me any advice and we'll have a discussion about some made in Taiwan products. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time in my life in Taiwan. You didn't really think I was gonna leave that bubble milk tea all over the bench without cleaning it, did you? Come on, Team VVVIP, we know better than that.